I'm being framed, isn't it obvious? The NUSA's been out for my blood for years. What transpired in Dogtown is no trivial matter. I urge you all to consider the true motives behind this spectacle. Now, I'm not without flaws, but another thing I'm not is suicidal. An attempt on the life of the head of the NUSA. And will they stop there? No. You, good people of Night City, are next in the fucking line. The NUSA will take any excuse it can get to send forces into Dogtown. Mark my words. Another war is on its way.
This is Kurt Hansen. You are now in Dogtown. Rule 2, no corpse. You're just not welcome. Rule 1, no NCPD. Badges will get a bullet to the brain. Rule 3, my people keep the peace in the district and ensure its security. They are the law. Follow the rules or face the consequences.
Attention all residents. This is Kurt Hansen. A terrorist presence has been detected in this sector. I'm introducing additional security measures. Stay in your homes. Report any suspicious activity.
This is Kurt Hansen. If you're hearing this, you've come to the right place. NCPD, gang wars, not in Dogtown. Taxes, who the fuck needs them? In Dogtown, I keep your business safe as long as you abide by my rules. Sound fair to you? I thought so. Good.
No invite? Keep out if you know what's good for you. Attention all Dogtown residents, this is Kurt Hansen. They will be welcomed to the Black Sapphire. The event is invitation only. What else can I say? Rosalind, if you're ever really in Dogtown, we're ready to welcome you with open arms. Attention all residents, this is Kurt Hansen. Enemy collaborators have infiltrated Dogtown. That means NUSA spies and agitators are in your midst. Keep your eyes peeled. You see anything suspicious, report it.
Attention all Dogtown residents. This is Kurt Hansen. An unmarked aircraft has crashed in our district. The crash site is now a restricted area. My people will proceed to secure it. The rest of you, go home and stay there. I'm imposing a state of emergency in Dogtown until further notice. More news to come as the situation develops. That is, unless you want to catch a stray bullet.
This is Kurt Hansen. You are now in Dogtown. Rule 2, no corpse. You're just not welcome. Rule 1, no NCPD. Badges will get a bullet to the brain. Rule 3, my people keep the peace in the district and ensure its security. They are the law. Follow the rules or face the consequences.
This is Kurt Hansen. If you're hearing this, you've come to the right place. NCPD, gang wars, not in Dogtown. Taxes, who the fuck needs them? In Dogtown, I keep your business safe as long as you abide by my rules. Sound fair to you? I thought so. Good.
I'm being framed, isn't it obvious? The NUSA's been out for my blood for years. What transpired in Dogtown is no trivial matter. I urge you all to consider the true motives behind this spectacle. Now, I'm not without flaws, but another thing I'm not is suicidal. An attempt on the life of the head of the NUSA. And will they stop there? No. You, good people of Night City, are next in the fucking line. The NUSA will take any excuse it can get to send forces into Dogtown. Mark my words. Another war's on its way.
So me. Care to introduce your friends? It's not often I'm simply not familiar with guests attending my own party. And I never forget a face. Kurt Hansen. +2, I'd say. In any case, enjoy your evening. I know your friend Reed is FIA. My natural assumption is, you're an agent too. I'm also guessing you two took it upon yourselves to save the president, then exfil her out of Dogtown. To be honest, I got tired of the media circus. All the allegations thrown in my face, the bullshit propaganda. Dunno. Are you afraid? Your little bird came to me on her own, though. She was tired of breaking international laws on the president's whim. She simply had to run away. Well, I need to grab you, darling. I have a couple NC politicos here who are dying to meet you. Interesting. Not the sociable types, are you? Oh, that's what this is. To me, reunions consist of picking up the broken, scattered shards of your heart. Or teeth. Always hurts. I, too, congratulate you. You win some, you lose some, folks. Leave us for a moment, if you please. We're just talking, aren't we? I will let you and Reed walk free of this place. In one piece. On your own 2 feet. Consider it a gesture of my goodwill. I've matters to attend to. You'll find Mr. Reed downstairs. Pass it on to President Myers. Also tell her toy of mass destruction is my friend now. And she should get the fuck out of my backyard, or the world will learn about her games. And if we're to keep hungry rats from devouring Dogtown, we really do need to feed them the occasional scraps. I should send you back to Night City in body bags, filled with pieces. Luckily, we can put all that behind us now. Breaching the Black Wall, jeopardizing the net, all humankind's safety, in fact, for personal gain. I wonder what Netwatch would say. A pleasure to see you both. Changing the subject, did you enjoy yourselves at the Black Sapphire? Ah, a connoisseur of the classics. Which gives us a chance to chat. Of course, although my spending differs from yours. Please, I have vodka. Help yourselves. I'm sure you never put pleasure before business, but I insist. A symbolic drink. Ah, right. I'd almost forgotten. My friends in Los Santos send their regards. C-Block. Are you sure? You spent 2 years in that prison, under a false name. A pleasure to see you both. So tell me, how do you like NC now that you're back? Kinda like sucking your own cock, huh? Pardon the analogy, but you're right. I agree. Wait, did I say Raquel? I meant Ruth, from B Block, not C. Which gives us a chance to chat. 7 years now. And yes, before that it was my mission to plant an NUS flag on this soil. Are you certain? If that's the case, I could have asked her then and there. She was at the party, too. Your sister certainly is the more talkative of you two.
All units, all stations! Feds in the compound! Everyone to the lab! Bust down that door! Call the Sapphire for support! You're a fucking corpse! No time! Move it! Move it! Come on, get that fucking thing open! Whole stadium on lockdown now! Faster! Faster! Fuck!
Attention all personnel! We have uninvited guests! Be on the lookout for at least 2 federal agents and 2 netrunners. Stop anyone who seems suspicious. My people will check them out.
Interesting. Because the first I ever heard of you, why, it was about you being in the market for a used car, but certainly not a Rayfield.
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
You sure of this? I think I'd remember if that son of a bitch's name came up. Call it 4 then.
Everyone knows Grayson, and this rock star. Yeah, I remember hearing about this sale.
Huh. Not the kind to make reckless mistakes, that one. Oh, I've visited many places, forged my fair share of stories to be sure. Siberia was just one pit stop of many. It's easier to count the places I haven't been. I know where to find what no one else has, and who to call to get it.
Murphy, we have foxes in the hen house.
Are you sure? A convenient answer. Generic, uninspired, and almost definitely untrue. Oh, but you did. Maybe you've just forgotten. I like Ed's. And NC's harvest of them is ripe as hell. Ah, it must have been someone like you. Very much like you.
What are the odds?
You make it sound like you knew everyone in the joint. Yes, that's the one. The fashion world isn't exactly my forte, so I'll need maybe a week to arrange it. Eurodyne, it was his tailor. I'll be happy to arrange something. Ma chère amie, it's been business all along. Yet you're willing to risk this? Songbird needs a moment to disarm the device. Songbird needs a moment to disarm the device. Both of you? Well, we'll fix that right quick. Do you often conduct business hungover? Murphy exaggerates, and he spoke out of turn. We have only suspicions, but I assure you, caution is our creed. Huh. A unique philosophy? One I never heard. I'm sure it is. But I do. You got blackout blitzed by accident? How? Now that I understand. Are you testing me? Fuck, you're entertaining. Well, someone's trying to play us. Question is, who?
Oh, actually, before I forget, I learned recently that we have a mutual friend.
Raquel asked me to say hello. She did her time under max security, C block, said her rat tattoo might jog your memory.
So true. Also true. Well, not all, obviously.
Trouble is an exaggeration, and many people try to stick their noses into my business. I know this, and so I'm careful. I'm sure. I hear you're not the type to do anything hastily.
Think I'm lying? Then I'm fucking happy to know I misheard.
The value of my word, my honor, don't matter to you? We'll get along just fine. Excuse me? Well, I assure you it is. You know, I find your pragmatism refreshing. Also true. But she very much insisted. Old thieves' code and all that. Call it a sentimental attachment. The battle for NUSA's future drives us both. I win my battles. Because I don't need a convenient ideology to hide my business behind. I tossed the flag, but the suits in D.C. still remember me. She called just 6 months ago, in fact. Asked me to help with a mess she couldn't clean up herself. Bureaucracy, red tape, and all that. Not lately. Her administration recently encountered some turbulence along its path. Ah, by the way, at the Sapphire, you asked me to contact a certain fashion type. Remind me who?
Murphy, we have a code 313. Foxes in the hen house.
But I shouldn't sugarcoat it. I'm asking for a lot of hard work. I see. But all I need's a nudge in the right direction. Some introductions, a little intelligence, one-time request. Say, 200,000? Am I? But you're famous in Paris. You must have a connection. Sounds fair. Good enough. Rumors can be very dangerous, especially when investigated, pursued, even turned inside out for truth.
Murphy, we have uninvited guests.
Interesting. I usually hear the exact opposite about myself. So I heard. Is that why you strip yourself of your memories and store them in external databanks?
Which one? The Eurodollar? The geopolitical powers that be? Or the Christian God? No. Wastes of my time, all.
What can I say? Guilty as charged.
Say, it's been a while since you were last in Night City, hasn't it? Not since Sinosure. One can't work without the other. To make billions from the arms trade, you have to first line the pockets of the powerful with millions. The stadium is an integral part of my work in Night City. It's a good question. One I've asked myself many times.
Call it a symbol I've grown attached to. Like the NUS flag, Night City represents a great failure.
Of principles. You know, I checked whether anyone here knew you. They did mention a car, just not a Quadra. Then forgive me. I must be mistaken. Not very American, I know, but it's a custom my friends in Siberia taught me to love.
It's complicated. When they don't want their John Hancocks on something, they wire me a transfer and I set to work. And later that night, I'll watch them condemn my terrorist act on the evening news. So they sniff around, sure, but they prefer to call direct. And that's not likely to change in this admin, nor the next.
She said you did time together at La Sante. Remembers you well.
I'd like to raise a little toast. To a successful day of business. To your health. Of course. That flag's a piss-soaked pile of ash now. What I built with my own two hands, for me. You complement each other well. Listen, it seems we've got time to spare. There's another opportunity I'd like to discuss. An expansion into Western Europe. What I need is a reliable partner on the ground. 2 would be even better. Comms channels, supply chains, secure transport routes, the good graces of local authorities. These things I have. The groundwork is laid. I need an in with Les Collectifs. Aha, I see. And appreciate both the honesty and the metaphor. Oh, is that so? Just like that? No buts? No conditions? Close, sure, but not on the best terms from what I know. I see what you mean. Ah! So me.
Well, seems I'm not the only one who's done their homework. Interesting. And what rare gem brought you halfway around the world? I thought you didn't drink. By the way, Amaric, I asked around a bit doing my due diligence. They tell me you worked at Petrochem 3 years ago. Corporations rarely let your caliber talent slip through their fingers. How did you wriggle out of the contract? Please, it's no problem. Given when this was, I'm amazed you claim to have any memory of it at all. Right. Untrust. Cat got your tongues? An any for your thoughts? We're waiting. Is something wrong? Cat got your tongues? An any for your thoughts? We're waiting. Is something wrong? As agreed, you'll see the payments hit your account today. And the third? Going somewhere? Kill this bitch! You can pay me back in blood! I'm just getting started! Surround her! Bear down! We have the advantage! You can't escape! Everyone stand your ground! You can't handle this! Big fucking mistake, cunt! Now it's just us. Stronger fighters have tried and failed.
Best get to it now.
Report. Songbird? And the feds?
Do I run a fucking circus?
Murphy, status on the north entrance. Secure all ways in and out of the complex. And keep our guest of honor in one piece. She has something I need. There you are. Show me what you're made of. I won't forget you.
My people tell me the games went high stakes. The Black Sapphire is my pride and joy. I worked hard to make it the go-to destination for Night City's royalty. Changing the subject. Did you enjoy yourselves at the Sapphire? My people tell me the stakes went high. The Black Sapphire. My pride and joy. I worked hard to make it the go-to destination for Night City's royalty. You two left richer and happier, I hope. I remember the cunt. She had it coming. How unlucky you were to double your winnings. Interesting way to look at it. Well, philosophy was never my strong suit. With that exception. An honest mistake. Oh, judging by your tone, that doesn't seem to bother you at all. You know what they say about great minds. I think it's no surprise we find ourselves doing business together. You were pleased to go bust? Well, I'd expect that sentiment from your sister, but you, Americ? An odd fucking philosophy, I must say. You two left richer and happier, I hope. I know the one. You consider doubling your money an unpleasant twist? I remember. An interesting choice, then, to play roulette. I'm sorry to hear that. Really? Even though you lost all you brought? Wrong. Winning is the one true measure of one's life. Au contraire, I happen to be a master of it. You remember the terms. One of you feeds in the access codes, the other stays with me. You remember the terms. One of you feeds in the access codes, the other stays with me. Maybe. Speaking of, we'll process the transfer today, as soon as they're done. By all means. It's a traditional Yakut hunting knife. Please, have a seat. Care to join me? I have you now, shit stain! Come here! Bleed. Let's dance! Why drag this out? Don't worry, it won't hurt long. Oh, can't run forever. Foes better than you have tried to kill me. So, you want to be Myers' newest pet? Ready to join your friend? Really believe you had a chance? Ha! Close is how the dead measure victory. You don't expect me to roll over, I hope. Though I must say I'm disappointed. If Myers ever wants me to take her seriously, she'd do better to send in Black Ops. You knew she was destined for a body bag as soon as you split up. Hell, maybe you knew all along. It's time we ended this. Clearly. No, you're right. Is that right? Seemed to me you put money on a pedestal. Few have painted the city in such apt terms. Ah, yes. Word of that sale got around. I have no doubt. A pragmatist, to my taste. Agreed. An investment. What in, pray tell? I'm not so sure. Your sister strikes me as the social butterfly type. I've seen who she is when no one is watching, or so she believes. I respect her in a way. Is that so? I'm not asking you. Shit, we can't argue with that. In our line of work, what isn't? Hey. Fuck. Is this it? Can't
can't breathe. The mainframe should be ready soon. Somi's just making sure we'll only need the access codes from you. You deliver, the work's complete, I send payment. But no politics now. About time I ended you! Die, vermin! And fucking stay down! Having fun yet? Too fast for you? Sucks to be slow! Did you really expect I'd be fooled so easily? A regrettable miscalculation. I thought we'd have better chemistry. I didn't mean to make things awkward. A shame. I was hoping for better company. Well, at least you were successful in wasting my time. Kill this fucker! Surround him! Big fucking mistake, prick!
I remember the prick. He had it coming.
Chalk it up to historical necessity. Your plan lacked grit. Mine produced results. Give me a break. You're backed into a corner. Nowhere to run. And until I get what I want, in that corner you'll stay. The data from the Cynosure mainframe. Bring me that. Then, and only then. How unwise! We have a problem. Grenade incoming! Slaughter them! Seize the advantage! You're a fucking corpse! Prepared to die? Pineapple out! This is not a goddamn drill! Big mistake!
We're not done here.
Am I boring you?
Now, the issue at hand.
Good, let's wrap this up.
Something wrong?
Some say silence is golden. I disagree. Hi there. Careful now. Watch your step.
What's your name, kid? Wrong. Your name's Mutt. But we'll make a hound out of you yet. What good are you to me? Rookie shit, like talking to the police commissioner? You were my messenger, Yuri. Now half the NCPD knows about our dealings. Let me see it. Motherfuckers. Buckle up, pup. Time to remind these bastards who's in charge. All right. The goods go back to the Sapphire. Just be careful, kid. Yuri and I gotta ask our scav friend some questions. Bring it, Grunt. Defend yourself, Gonk! Put him up! Best shot, come on, hit me! Pup'll do, I can tell. And we will, 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 and we will. Welcome to the pack, kiddo. Will you sort out the scav deal, or gonna fuck that up too? Scav deal. Swear to me it'll go swimmingly. No fucking mishaps. Look me in the eye. You'll handle the next convoy. Let's see what you're made of. Well, not half bad. You got something. Weren't lying about being quick, kiddo. Good work stomping these rats. So, still breathing. Well done. We'll make a real soldier out of you yet. All you gotta do is stay with us. Be indispensable. Good, as you were. I'm sick of the incompetence. Small fry business only till you prove yourself again. They'll want to fuck us. We need to be prepared. Clear? Rats have blocked the road!
Attention all Dogtown residents. This is Kurt Hansen. An unmarked aircraft has crashed in our district. The crash site is now a restricted area. My people will proceed to secure it. The rest of you, go home and stay there. I'm imposing a state of emergency in Dogtown until further notice. More news to come as the situation develops. That is, unless you want to catch a stray bullet. The cyber psycho who barged into Dogtown without registering, his bounty's now doubled. Good news. Yesterday we completed some necessary repairs at the hospital. Scavenger representatives will be arriving Tuesday on business. Good news, Dogtown. A certain president has turned up in Washington, safe and sound. Here's the score. Soon, it'll be 7 years since we brought forth our new home here. Hello, Dogtown. This is Kurt Hansen. Attention all Dogtown residents. This is Kurt Hansen. Attention, this is Kurt Hansen. Over and out. That'll be all. More news to come shortly. We've got some important guests in Dogtown, here by my personal invitation. Stay out of their way. In case you haven't heard, Dogtown has a special guest. Rosalind Myers, as she lives and breathes. His description? A big-ass motherfucker with a full faceplate. Armed, dangerous, unresponsive to any attempts at contact. Fire without warning. The NUSA says the president managed to crash her Space Force One into our humble district. If that's true, well, we've got to find her, for her own safety. Any information on Myers, I will personally reward in neurostims. We've increased our presence on the streets and at the border checkpoints. Nobody goes in or out without a permit. 2 months of hard work have finally paid off. Starting today, the hospital and its staff will be operating under our protection. You need stitches? A new leg? Report directly to Dr. Robertson. Our Balkan-based friends might have a little jet lag, so I want everyone in their homes by 6 sharp. Blinds down, no scrolling. Over the years, our endurance was tested by force, by coercion, by empty promises. But we endured. And hell, I'm moved to reminisce. These days, you could light a smoke and spit the butt over to the other side. But I tell you what, 7 years ago, that channel was broader, and you didn't spit butts. You spat lead. I received 3 orders during our attack on the city. The first, take the peninsula south of the storm channel. We did. The second, set up bases, hold them. We held. The third, withdraw. Fuck your positions. Well, that was the final order. You know why? Look at that storm channel. I see you sipping beer there by day, collecting cargo by night. Shit's downright bucolic. Let me tell you about Stan. Stan was a fine southern boy, dreamed of a career in dance, wound up in our assault force. Life doesn't always give you a choice. That night, Stan was running in front of me. When he suddenly spun around like he was doing a pirouette, I thought, fucking Christ, Stan, not now. And then I saw the enemy snipers. Joey, mechanic from Atlanta, 2 kids. Emily, engineer with a heart of gold. Carl, paramedic. No heart and a weird thirst for blood, but hell, you'd still like the guy. I won't give you their ranks. I'd rather remember their names. Too many names to count. We did everything we were ordered to do. And then the brass decided to flush us down the storm drain. You're gone, I heard. We're never there. And I'd had enough of the lies. A moment of silence for Stan and the rest. No. I got a better idea. Grab your iron, whatever you got. Go out on the street and give them a 1,000-gun salute. They earned it. Let them know up in high heaven that Dogtown's still kicking. Let them know we're still here. And fuck if we're going anywhere else. Still no news of our missing Madam President. I have to say, I'm a little disappointed. Rewards doubled for any intel on Rosalind Myers' whereabouts. Over and out. Now, if I were a betting man, I'd say she was there all along. Our unflinching response to the NUSA's blatant provocation proved effective.